This is James in my backyard nursery, and I have a number of plants for sale. I wanted to highlight some of the figs that I have for sale. And I have a number of figs I'm propagating that will be rooting and should be ready for sale in the fall season. So some that are ready right now are Chicago Hardy. So these I propagated myself from some plants that I grew on a different property starting about 8 years ago. These are probably the best fig to grow in our area here in North Carolina. They're very cold hardy, they taste great, they're kind of darker purple figs, a lot of people's favorite fig, and they're not as susceptible to splitting with the hard rains we have. I have Black Mission. So these 5 pots are all Black Mission. So some of them are a bit larger, some are a bit smaller. So I'd sell those for $10 or $12 or $15 depending. Most of these pots have two seedlings or 2 trees in them that you could subdivide. I also have Olympian. These are 3 pots of Olympian, 2 smaller pots and 1 larger pot, and the smaller ones would go for $12, the larger pot for $15. You can see again the smaller pot, there are actually 2 plants in it. This one is a smaller one, so that would be a little bit cheaper. I have Violette de Bordeaux. So this is a nice cultivar that you could grow here in North Carolina, and I would sell these for $15 a piece. I have some more Violette de Bordeaux that are a bit smaller. These rooted last year, so I'd sell these for cheaper, $10 a piece. I have some more Olympian figs. So these are a little leggy. They were in the shade last year. I brought them out more in the sun. But these are, again, great figs. The Olympians are great. There's another Chicago Hardy back there. So these would go for $12, $15 a piece. And then I have the Latarula or Italian honey fig. And these are $15 a piece, and each pot has at least 2 in it. But these are nice tasting fig. If you go online to try to buy these, they're going to be anywhere between $25, $35, so much cheaper to get them from me. I have just a couple Valle Negra figs. You can see there are 2 in this pot, and they're just starting to leaf out. So this is still early spring, so these will get larger over the year. But those are 15. And I think that's all I have for figs that are ready for right now. I do have a lot of other fig cuttings that I've made that should be ready in the fall. So I have Cadota here. You can see they're starting to leaf out. These are new cuttings. I have Little Miss Figgy, a few pots of Little Miss Figgy, and actually I have some Little Miss Figgy somewhere in the garden here that are already rooted, so those would be for sale. I have some more Black Mission that I'm propagating. I have Celeste that I'm propagating, a very hardy fig that's very commonly grown here in North Carolina. I have Atrano figs that will be for sale. I have one JH Adriatic, and you can see they kind of died back a little bit, so they're leafing out from the ground here, but that's a nice fig as well. I do have some LSU Purple, and I think these leaf out a little slower than the others. So these were actually rooted last year, and they're just starting to bud here. So they're all alive. They're just not quite as impressive looking as some of the other rooted figs, but those would go for probably $10 a piece. I'm rooting more LSU Purple in all these pots here. I have Verte fig that I'm rooting. I have Ronde de Bordeaux that I'm rooting. More Valle Negra. I have some yellow Conadria fig, might be how you pronounce it. Those are rooting. More JH Adriatic, more Italian honey, and more Violette de Bordeaux, as well as more Olympian, more Chicago Hardy, etc. So a lot of figs. I have some other figs that I'll be growing and propagating in the coming years as well. So if you're interested in figs, definitely come see me. I can get you a lot of good cultivars for much cheaper than you could probably get online. Thanks.